I think one thing is sharing that this hasn't always been comfortable for me, and creating a welcoming classroom environment has been a work in progress. In every quarter, depending on my student makeup, it changes. And having to be dynamic and having to have awareness around that is really challenging. And having different approaches in my back pocket. I've had classes that are quiet. And so how do you get them to talk? I've had classes that are talking all the time and they go off topic. How do we keep them on topic? A lot of professional development and webinars and, talking to my colleagues and talking to folks from around the country around like, how do you do this in your classroom? But it's this process for me of, lifelong learning and my commitment to learning how to make my classroom better so that my students can achieve success. Finding a way that works for you is really important, and not being afraid to try something new and have it be a disaster, because that's happened. And I've learned from that. And in that case, when it is a disaster, I tell the students, this isn't working. What would work better? And give them opportunities to share what would work better for them. And it may just be that one quarter that we do it a different way. And that's okay. That's something that I've really learned these last few years, I think. And that's allowed me to be brave and try new things too. And then there's also things that I'm like, this doesn't work for me. And I know it's a best practice, and I know that it's working for everyone else, but this doesn't work for me. And it's okay to let go of that. Those are always things I like to share because I think this is hard work. And I think sometimes people try something and it doesn't work, and then they give it up altogether. And they say, this welcoming class thing, whatever. But they just do it a different way. There's so many different ways. I think the thing that's probably the most challenging is creating that socio-technical mindset, and as a department, integrating that into our curriculum more holistically. It's often relegated to introductory courses or things that are outside of classes. But I think that it needs to be integrated more holistically into the curriculum. So that might look like having discussions in every class, all technical classes. We look at case studies at some point. We talk about the ethical implications of the designs that we're creating and producing, of our design ideas, of our products that we're developing. And I think that's challenging because there's not a lot of time and there's a lot of technical content to cover. And I've been in that place too, so I get that and I understand that challenge. And we need to find a way to do better at that. I think something that is easier to do that we don't do a lot is integrating department level activities into our courses, providing maybe credit or extra credit opportunities for students to attend the industry talks, to come to department meetings, to be part of our community. I think that goes a long way to show that we care about our students and that we care about creating a space where we want to hear from them. We care about their opinion. We want their input. But I like to offer those opportunities in my classes to, hey, come to this outreach activity in the makerspace and meet someone and do something new and do something different. There is so much to this work, and there's so much, I put my heart into this work, and I love it. Not everybody loves it, but I love it. And it fuels me too. It's definitely the students. When the students are engaging, when they're creating space for one another, it creates space for all of us. So, yeah.